Hello, everybody. Good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Hello, Catherine. Hello, everybody. Hi, Dave G. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, everybody. Hi, Capri. Hi, Lolo. Hi, Scorpion Lady. Sarah Jane. Hi, Betsy. Hi, Sue. Hello, everybody, and good evening. Hope everybody is fine today. We gonna get right into this because I had some complaints about me talking too much, basically, in the start. So some people don't like me saying hello to everybody and my intro is too long and all that. So I try to skip it a little bit to please them as well. I can't please everybody, but I take that to my heart. What do you guys say? So I don't want to steal anyone's precious time. Yeah, hi, Sleepless in South Africa. I got some complaints too on my comments and a couple via email. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it just short. I'm still gonna say hello to all my subscribers and members. Hi, Seeking the Truth with Dave. Yeah, so like I said, I hope everybody is fine and enjoying the Sunday or the Monday in Australia. I believe it's already Monday morning. So Dave is joining us just to say hi, and he will be on his way to work. Hi, Mark. So hi, Pauline. Yeah, it's not about other channels, It's just, I take everything to my heart, really, even though it sometimes doesn't appear like that, but I do. All right, guys. Yeah, that live stream we did last night was pretty good. You guys had awesome response to me. Like I said, I don't want to, debunk anyone or talk about other channels' work or other creators' work, but this was just something that stuck with me and I wanted to see for myself. Hi, Sugar Beat. So, like Catherine said in the start, in the chat, please be kind. Please don't go real life or please don't attack anyone. I have zero tolerance for bullying or drama here on my channel. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything. Keep it to yourself. You could hurt somebody. So let's get right into this. We all know we want to talk about the red car today. And I must say I had a little help from Dave G again. So big fat shout out to Dave G. Thank you for sending me some information I did not know. So I'm gonna be sharing my screen with you guys, and guys, today this was the first time I overlaid a video, right? So I hope I did it all right for everybody. Good to see. So let's get right into this. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys as always. I cannot see any comments, but my moderators will definitely look out for any stupid comments or bullying or something like that. So be sure, don't even try, because you will get banned from my channel. I'm not doing drama here, all right? Okay, guys, let's get into this. 1 second. Where is it? The red car. Can only take hours. Alrighty, I'm gonna remove myself so everybody can see better. All right, what we're gonna look at today, like I said, is was there a red car or wasn't there a red car? So I never looked really deep into this, but I wanted to put this to bed once and for all. And also I wanted to see for myself, was there a red car or wasn't there a red car, right? So what I came up with and what Dave sent to me is pretty interesting. And I just wanted to show it all to you guys. So we start off with, I gotta talk a little bit about the area and stuff, so people who just joined or are new to the case know what I'm talking about, okay? So here you see, this is a screenshot of, and I zoomed it a little bit more in, of the doorbell footage when Shanann came home. And you see in the middle, this is where Chris Watts parked his truck, right? And to the left, you see Betty's house. I was told Betty's name is with an E, not with a Y at the end. So I don't know if I spelled it right or wrong. I was told it's with an E, so I put it with an E. Okay? Before anyone attacks me for not being able to write correctly. All right. So I just wanted you guys to keep that in mind for later. The rear lights of NA's car reflects onto CW's truck and makes it appear red for a second. So she's backing up, probably also hitting her brakes. And what happens is her rear lights reflect onto Chris Watts' truck, and Chris Watts' truck in the front appears kind of like red. Okay? Let's move on. So then I wanted to show you the left, that little picture you see. This is what I wanted to show you. It's the light on the wall of the garage. The left little picture you see is from Nate's camera footage, and it's at the end. I've taken a screenshot at the end of his camera footage when there was already light outside. So this is the light on the wall of CW's garage. Then you see here, that's Betty's bush. I just wanted you guys to be aware of that bush. It's right next to the light, and it's gonna be of importance later on. Okay, so what you see here to the left is Betty's bush, shot from Nate's camera. And what you see in the big picture in the middle, that's actually from the body cam footage that's publicly available. So check it out, guys. Then here, this is the gutter, also caught on Nate's camera to the left. And here also a screenshot of the body cam where you can see clearly it was in view of Nate's camera. Okay, so the bush, the gutter, and Chris Watts' garage light. All right, that's the area of Steeple Rock Drive. So this was sent to me by somebody who actually had visited the Watts house, and you can see clearly to the left, that's the Watts house, and to the right, that's Betty's house. If you drive towards the Watts house, this road is called the Steeple Rock. Okay. So here, a screenshot of the Google Maps. This was actually taken in 2019, I believe. I gotta go back to Google Earth to check when this was actually taken via satellite. But you can, choose in that, what's it called? This little button you click on, and then you can navigate to different times and stuff. This was from 2000, I believe 18 or 19. I can't say for sure, because the 2020 and 21, it was so cloudy, you couldn't see like Steeple Rock and the driveways and all that too well. So then I did something what probably would have done any first grader better than myself, but just to visualize that for you guys, and I picked a green little car on purpose. So where that little green car is, also the headlights, this resembles Betty's car coming out of her garage. So Betty's garage doors are facing to the left. That's why it appears Betty is turning left on Nate's footage, but she actually is not. She just turned her headlights on or started her car to get out of her garage. That's why you see her headlights, but we're watching that together in a second. Go into the left, basically, okay? So this is a little screenshot from actually Nate's footage. In the circle is Betty's headlights driving out of the garage, where everybody says, "Oh, she's turning left." Okay, is that for everybody to understand all right, or shall I repeat? Just for people who just joined. Does everybody understand what I'm talking about so far? I'm gonna check the chat on my phone to see if you guys are all right. Okay, thank you, Dave G, Sharon, everybody understands well. Betty said she turned left. Yes, but it's of significance that, you know, her headlights also are going into to the left direction when she leaves her driveway. And I don't remember her saying she went left, actually. I would have to look that up again, because I was basically going through body cam footage and all that stuff for over 10 hours today. So, and I've never heard that. So yeah, if you could send me the link via email, that would be nice. Okay, let's move on. So this would have been Betty's car. I chose green just to show you where the headlights would have been hitting on the road and reflecting, okay? Would have been. So here also a screenshot of Nate's actual footage. To the left, you see Chris Watts' headlights, and to the right, you see Betty's headlights as she turns into Steeple Rock Drive, okay? No worries, guys. We're gonna watch all that on video in a second together. So I want to share with you the original footage. I only downloaded the first part. It's, I believe, 54 seconds, but we don't need to watch 54 seconds. It's just the start of his footage that's of importance. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second and going back to share that video with you guys. Just for comparison. That's that. Okay. I'm trying to make it a little bit bigger. Okay. So this is my own download. I put it on private. So this was just for preparation of that live stream. You guys can see that all right. I'm gonna make it as big as I can, and then we just watch the original footage together real quick. And then I show you guys what I did today with all this overlay stuff. All right, let's start. Please concentrate to the left first and foremost, and then I tell you when the headlights are gonna pop up. Okay, let's start. Here, Betty turns on her car, right here where my cursor is. Person walks out. I have it on slow, just so you guys know. Maybe I should put it on normal speed. Don't mind my son was watching YouTube, so hope you don't mind it. All these kids stuff popping up. Okay, let's watch this at normal speed first. Okay, I think that might be better. Otherwise, we're waiting forever. Okay, normal speed now. So he already has his headlights on right here. And I want you to concentrate on this part. Okay? Can I make it even bigger? Yes, I can. This is where you see the light. And this is Betty's bush I just showed you. This is part of her house right here, the gutter, and a part of the roof. Okay, let's go. Headlights turning on. Person going into the truck. And now watch here. Headlights moving to the left. And here she comes. And now look here. See her little headlights here? Going straight through as Chris Watts starts backing up into his driveway. Have you caught it? Let's do it on slow speed then. It's so much clearer on the overlay, but I wanted to show you guys the original first, so nobody says I'm BSing anyone. So let's watch this on slow. Again, as the person walks out, Betty turns her car on. She moves out. You see her headlights. You think she's turning left, but she actually is driving out of her garage. And then as soon as Chris Watts starts to move forward real slow, she's going over and her headlights will appear right here. Okay? Let's watch. Slow-mo. Here, person is walking. This is her bush. This is her wall to the garage. Any second now. Hear her headlights. It's on the lowest speed. Here she comes. Here she comes. That's her backlights. And as she is hitting Watts, her car appears red. And here are her headlights. Now Watts is moving forward slowly, backing his truck up. Okay, has everybody seen it? Everybody seen it so far? Okay. Good. Now let's watch my overlay. I hope you guys are not gonna laugh at me, but I did my best. What I did is the following. I did use the original footage provided by Weld County, and I used the last 4 seconds when there was already daylight out there. So I was simply overlaying 54 seconds of the first part of the video, of Nate's video footage, and overlaid it basically to that part where already daylight was out there. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen again. I was really worried that you guys cannot see it, okay, but I think you can. Just don't laugh at me for my overlaying skills. Okay, so I'm gonna show you in a second what I did, so everybody is on board, okay? So this is what I basically did. I was overlaying, like I said, the last part when there was already daylight. When you see what's walking actually back, closing his garage door again, right? So here's Betty's bush. Trying to make that even bigger. Here's Betty's bush, the garage light, and Betty's gutter, house wall, and a little bit of her roof, okay? So I basically, what you're gonna see is I ghosted it, kind of like, okay? So is it on normal speed? Let me check, because I watched it like in, yeah, it's a normal speed. So let's just watch this. This is as big as it can go on my computer. So I want you to concentrate on this part again. And then we watch it first in normal speed, and then when we slow down, I tell you where to look, okay? Okay, go. Person walking out. These are his headlights. There she comes. Going, going, going. You see her lights here, and she goes straight on. Chris Watts is backing up into the garage. It looks creepy, doesn't it? So there he is, backing up. Right. So let's watch this on slow. Oh, sorry, it's not 54, it's 56 seconds. All right, now let's watch this on slow again. And keep in mind, this is Betty's house wall, and this is Betty's bush, okay? Here's the little grassy area of Chris Watts' house, and right here is that gravel area, that strip of gravel, okay? So, blow it up bigger. There you go, on slow speed. She walks out, or he walks out, whoever that is. And now concentrate on the left corner. Just hours away. I'm sorry. But then you can see it really clearly if it's on slow speed. There she is. Headlights coming up. Headlights appeared here. Have you seen it? So first here and then here. And now she should come up any second. There she is. Behind that bush. Her rear lights. She's hitting Watt's back rear lights and her car appears red. Here her lights. She goes straight on. Watts is starting to back his truck up. Can do that one more time, just that bit. That was too far. There she comes. Behind that bush. Everything is behind that bush, guys. Her headlights, right here. Her rear lights, right here. She's hitting Watts' rear lights and her car appears to be red. But it isn't. Her lights appear here. This is when Watts starts backing up his truck. Want to see that one more time and then we move on. I blow it up. This is the most zoom I can get. So he or she or whoever got out the house, here she is. Her headlights behind the bush, right? Her headlights, her rear lights. She's now hitting Watts' rear lights and her car appears to be red right here. Because when she comes out, you know, the first part of her car actually, it doesn't appear to be red. There's no red at all. The red only appears when she is halfway through behind Watts' car or Watts' truck, okay? So yeah, that was my little giveaway for as far as an overlay goes. So stop sharing and can share the other screen with you guys again. So that was the original footage and you also saw my little overlay. So far, let me just read up in chat real quick. Tracy says, make sure it's not the bush in front of the porch and besides the gravel path. I did make sure. Thank you, Tracy. I did make sure. I was spending ask Dave, I was spending like 10 hours today to get all this together. And you will see in a second that I did not miss that it is actually Betty's bush and not the bush on their driveway. Okay? So remember the reflection of rear lights, right? You see exactly how Watts' truck appears. It appears red. So as soon as Betty hits CW's rear lights, her car appears to be red, because we haven't seen her car appearing red when she first moved out. We only see it as soon as she hits halfway through his car. So the red car was Betty leaving. She's driving out of her garage, which we all saw, which makes you believe she's turning left, but she actually isn't. Her garage is facing the left side of the road. Betty's car appears to be red as soon as she hits CW's rear lights, and the red car appears behind Betty's bush, the bush on Betty's property. Okay? So, but if there wasn't a red car, or if there was a red car, wouldn't we have seen it parking on the gravel on Nate's footage right when a person walks out of the garage, right? Nate's camera has the full view, right? It has the full view of Betty's little front and of part of her gutter and house wall. It has full view of her bush, and it has also full view of that little gravel area. So now I used a little red car to show you where the gravel area is and where it would have parked. But I'm very positive that we would have seen it standing there, when we watched Nate's footage, wouldn't we? It's in clear view and on clear sight. So I haven't seen a red car, have you? Parking there? And I also wonder, why would somebody park there? If you plan to commit a murder or a quadruple homicide, right? You would not park your car right there, would you? He knew that Nate had a camera, right? So, some more proof provided by Dave G, my little star. Now that we know what went on above, let's check what's below the gravel. So here you see a screenshot to the left of Google Maps or Google Earth. And to the right, you see a screenshot that was provided by Dave G. Thank you so much for that. And what you see is, I can't even remember what it's called, but it's where your sprinkler stuff is underneath, right? And you also check out how narrow that part is, right? So if there was a red car, it couldn't have just driven out like we all seen it. It would have just parked there and then slowly driven off. Don't you agree? So this is for their little sprinklers. This is also what Dave provided me because I don't have a clue about this stuff. And I was told, talking to my dad as well today, that there are pipes underneath that goes, basically, it's for your sprinklers, it can go in a big container where you basically collect rainwater, but it also is sometimes connected to your water drain. I don't know which one they had. I just know they had one, like we see in this picture to the right. But I cannot tell you anything about their system they had, okay? So this is what it looks like underneath, and they quite differ. So you see here to the left, this is the pipes going underneath, and to the right on the bottom, you see it's going quite deep, like, it's, of course, it's pipes underneath, yeah? And to the top, you see exactly the same lid as you see, where do I have it? Right here to the right. This is for their sprinklers. Okay, so I was told piping underneath the gravel, most likely not holding up the weight of a car without causing damage to the pipes, right? So if there was, look at the depth, really. Yeah, and this, they only covered it, unlike those people did, with sand and, I don't know what that is, grassy and stuff like that. And actually, on the top picture to the right, you can see the pipe sticking out that goes underneath, right? So it's quite hollow. So they only covered it with gravel, right? So would that have held up the weight of a car without causing any damage, or even, not even saying tire tracks, but that place must have been, basically the gravel must have gone down or something, or the car breaking in or to the ground or whatever, So that's still not enough proof. It's still not enough proof that there was no red car, guys. I'm going to show you something good. Let's take a look at where CW parked his truck, because this is also a clue. So here you see, I screenshotted that from the doorbell footage again. And I hope you guys can see that good. If not, just pause that live stream or come back later and zoom in, because then you can actually see pretty clearly. To the left, I put a little arrow on there. This is the space from the corner of Betty's lawn to the rear of CW's truck. It's not a lot, is it? So he basically parked only a few inches away from where Betty's lawn is. On the bottom left, you see the space where the gravel was or is, right? So how was it possible for the red car to drive straight through from the gravel to Steeple Rock without bumping into CW's truck? We remember how narrow that was when you look at this picture, right? And he was parking almost right on that edge of that little grassy area that belonged to Betty. So if there was a red car, how comes that we see this red car going straight through and not going around Chris Watts' truck? Weird, isn't it? So that's another thing why I don't believe there was a red car. I don't think there was a car at all parked at the gravel. And what appears to be, some people say, oh, there's 4 lights when, Betty leaves and he's backing up his truck in the garage. It's actually not 4 lights or 2 sets of headlights. It's his indicator lights. They turn on with this model. So you have his headlights turned on and the lights to the side of his indicators on that little side mirrors. They also turn on. And this is what appears to be 4 lights or 2 sets of headlights, right? So just leave it at that for you guys. I mean, yeah, what's your opinion about this? I was not sure, to be honest with you, if there was a red car or if there wasn't. I've watched hundreds and hundreds of YouTube videos about this. Some say there was, some say there wasn't. So I had to dig in myself and see what I come up with. And this is what I came up with. In my opinion, and based on what we saw, there was no car at all. Not a red car. There was only Betty's car and CW's truck. And you can see that, I believe, right here. Yeah, it's not a very good picture, but this is what friggin' Google gives me. So you can see right here to the right, this is Betty's bush. So it's not the bush on CW's property, it's the bush of Betty's property. Okay? Yeah, Dave had found the red car. I'm sorry. It was in Rogue's garage, actually. Yeah, I didn't want to tell you guys, but now he told you guys, so yeah. Gonna stop sharing so I can talk to you. Okie dokie. Yeah, Dave, you saw the red car and you showed it to us, right? So guys, what's your take on this? I mean, you can all go, it's all publicly available. Just dig in, see what you can come up with. But, as far as my part goes, no, there was no red car for me. Sorry. Yes, it was the original footage. All I did, I can actually just show you guys real quick what I did. I used just a simple, what every MacBook has, the iMovie, right? Without doing any advertisements here for Apple, but this is what I used, and I can actually show you how I did it, so nobody is attacking me for saying I'm bullshitting anyone. I can share that with you guys. I have nothing to hide. So this is what I did. Let me just go in that program real quick. So this is what I did. I used the last 4 seconds of when there was daylight, when CW just left. And I used the first 50, what was it? 54 seconds, and I let the lighter part slide out a little bit. So what I did was I just overlaid that picture or that 4-second clip, because that's only 4 seconds until 4.4 seconds to be exact, until Nate's camera turns off, or not turning off, but this is all we got basically. And I overlaid that picture just with the first 54 seconds of the start of the footage. And that's all I did. And then you can go here and, put it a little bit lighter, a little bit darker. So you see here, this is the basically two pictures I used. And that's all I did. I did not enhance anything. I did not leave anything out. I just used them 2 pictures or 2 videos from the original footage. And that's all I did. Yeah, that's all I did. Who was saying it wasn't the original footage, Brenda? I mean, I can prove it. I have all the digital discovery files here. Betty's bush made me blush. Yep. Oops. Hi, crazy mama. I pinned the wrong comment. Yeah, oh wow, I was never really sure about the red car theory, but nails it fit me. Definitely no red car. Yeah, like I said, guys, I don't want to convince you to have an opinion and stuff, but this is just for me, that was just no red car. That's a no-brainer. So absolutely no red car. Right. Hi, KH. I'm still a little bit shocked about your donation last night. But thank you so much for it. Red car was used in the back of the house, perhaps? Yeah, probably. I was told that Betty's niece, or Betty's niece, I think, had a red car. But I don't know if that was caught in the rear, or if there even was a red car, or if that's just rumors. I couldn't find any solid proof on that. Not yet, but honestly, I didn't look. So yeah, I can dig into that. That's no problem. So we will disregard Betty's own words to fit a theory. Black Cat Books, that's not a theory. I have just shown you what appears on video. Okay? Betty also said she saw a little gray truck and stuff, and all the trucks she saw actually was Chris Watts's, right? Because they never found any proof that there was one, even though they asked like 20 or 30 other neighbors and nobody saw a little red truck. I mean, it could be that not everybody is as nosy as Betty, but Nate sure is. So why hasn't he seen any red or gray little trucks or cars, you know? So to make that clear, it's not a theory, okay? Wasn't there a red car registered to a Garcia? Yes, there was, but like I said, I can't say much to that because I haven't checked it out. Exactly, Tia. Betty left to go to the gym and left at the same time CW did. Exactly. Yep. So, like I said, I want to make it clear as day. It's not a theory I have. I was completely unbiased going into this, right? I just wanted to see what I can find out myself. So it's not a theory. I just shown you proof. Is there more to the discovery? Why would they not publish it? Well, like Tommy Lee said, as soon as he took that plea agreement, they stopped the clock, right? I don't get the joke. What do you mean, Lena? Sorry, I just read up on chat. So sorry if I miss some stuff you guys saying. The bush talk is making me laugh. Yeah. What did I need to use? Would I rather use Betty's tree or something? I mean, it's not a tree, it's a freaking bush. So it's a bush, it's Betty's bush. BB, Betty's bush. From now on, when we talk about Betty's bush, we just say BB. Made me blush, right? Red, yes, it was red car in Garcia's name. It's in the discovery. Yeah, like I said, I will read into this. Garcia isn't that. And also, I found out recently that her grandparents have an Airbnb or something in Colorado. It's called Irene's. So if you guys are in the area, check it out. I mean, not, innocent people and stuff, but still, why not? Maybe you meet her there. Sorry, I had to drink some water. Then you can ask her where she's been living now. They provided more information in this case than any other murder case out there. People want more, but we have been provided with more than we should have. Yep. I mean, yeah, they just released 2,500 pages on the Daybell case. So, yeah, they released what they wanted to be released, and that's it. Yep. Alien Observer, that's fine with me. If you don't agree, absolutely fine with me. To me, there wasn't a red car. And yeah, that's all I can say to this. If you don't believe it, that's fine with me also. You don't have to agree with me. Yeah, that's all I can say to this. The discovery is ridiculously short for that many murders. Yeah, but keep in mind, as Tommy Lee said, they haven't completed all the investigation yet. She said there were so many more people to ask. There was so much more to investigate. So yeah, it all stopped. It all stopped. Yes, Dave G is definitely a genius. He comes up with stuff like, if I ask him, Dave, do you remember in 1989, like on the 5th of September or something? And within a second, I have all the information. So he's just a star. Betty also said there was no red car, and she did not have a red car. She only saw CW's truck, no red car around. Yep. I mean, I don't even know if her niece, even if she has a red car, I don't even know if she was around on that day or that weekend. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Dave G could definitely do an own channel. Definitely. I'm very suspect to you now because I don't agree with you. That's fine. That is very, very fine with me. You don't have to agree with me. But don't come around trolling. That's all I'm asking. Here again. Betty did say she turned left to another creator. Yeah. And that's exactly the thing she lacked. He said, she said, we said, then he redacted or whatever, As long as I don't hear it or read it for myself from an official platform, I wouldn't say I don't believe it, but I take everything with a grain of salt. Okay. So that's why I'm not giving anything about, oh, she said she turned left. How the hell would I know, that she said that and is talking to a YouTube creator? So, yeah. But that's irrelevant because CW's headlights are showing, in my opinion, not hers, when it hits the road. Okay, also good. I did not hear Betty say she turned left, but Sheila just said that she told it another creator. Yep, everyone is entitled to their opinion, Anna. Absolutely fine, as long as you stay polite, and he or she didn't say anything mean, so that's fine with me. I mean, not everybody has the same opinion. Of course, we don't have the same opinions. It would be horrible if everybody had the same opinions. Catherine sees the new genius in the Watts case with her discovery in the closet. She definitely is. Yep, she definitely is. Taylor Briggs, I don't know. If I dig into this, and even then, who am I to know? I don't know. I think this is what happened. See, I got some emails last night and some pretty nasty comments as well. That's why I keep quiet with my theories, because then people are like, no, it wasn't like that. And I mean, what the hell? Have you been there? No, you haven't been there, same as I haven't been there, so nobody can say what actually happened. So just be polite with your stuff and say, okay, I disagree because of this and that. Rubbish talk? What do you mean? Desiree? What rubbish talk? Nobody talks rubbish. Everything is important. No. Can somebody put Dave's channel up, please? Yes, Dave and I, because he just said that, Dave and I are planning on a little series together. But this is going to be information that is, I always want to protect my subscribers or my members. And I'm sure Dave wants to protect his as well. So this is going to be a members only. Yeah. This is definitely gonna be a members only because we guys have it easy. I'm not living in the USA, and neither is Dave. But you guys are. So if you comment something on some, kind of, yeah, I would say hot topic, then they might stalk you or go after you or whatever. And we just don't want this to happen. So that's why we have decided to do those for members only. What is with the echoes? Can you do a video of the screensaver on Nate's CCTV system? It's about 5 minutes long and echoes the murder scarily? What? What do you mean it echoes the murders? What do you mean Q1? Yeah, Jenny loves. My eyes haven't even adjusted yet, and now I'm finished with all the presentation. Yeah, you really have to watch it over and over and over and over again. I watched it today on my laptop, on my phone, then on my big screen TV, everywhere. And I'm like, oh my God, I just wanted to be 100% sure, Oh, you mean that? You mean that American Horror Story? Yeah, I'm not sure if I can share it here on the live stream. Will I get a strike, Dave, if I share commercials or a trailer of a show? It was American Horror Story, right? Now I remember Q1. Yeah, I can see if I can find it. Hold on a second. Then we can watch it together. Yeah, it definitely is really creepy. What was it? American Horror Story. That skull thing, right? What do I put? What do I... Oh! Friggin' what comes up already when I type that in? Yeah, I have no clue who that creator is, so I just share this one with you. I hope I don't get a strike. But yeah, let's just do it, okay? If you guys want to see it. I mean, the worst that can happen is they put a strike on me for the last little part, and then I just go into the editor and I just mute that. We don't need to share audio. Where is it? Here you go. Can you guys see it all right? Okay, I put it on mute. Just let's play. This is what I believe Q1 meant. Oh, that's her channel or his channel, K Smalls, everybody. Do I have that still on friggin'? Yeah, no wonder it goes so slow. Okay, another try. Here you go. Creepy symbolism shown as Chris Watts watches neighbor's camera footage. Inside neighbor's house, 15 weeks pregnant. Yeah, we know all that. Okay, let's get to the creepy stuff. There it is, guys. That was it? Thank you, Pretty Smart. This can't be it. This can't be it. No, this can't be it. Here you go. Yeah, this was really creepy. Really, really creepy. Yeah, I turned off the audio, just so you guys know. But this was really, I mean, oh my God. And then the girls were put in oil. I mean, that's really creepy. And his behavior, I mean, I don't know. Thank you so much, Pretty Smart. What happened to the convo surrounding a red Pontiac that's possibly belonged to Leave Jim Alone? Oh no, that was McCoy. Didn't he own a red Mustang or something back then? But I have not heard of a red Pontiac. What they were saying is that the SUV, they used that white one to go to the sand dunes. That was Jim's. But I couldn't find any proof of that either. It definitely did not belong to Watts, that's for sure. Maybe that was the SUV type car that Witness saw on Highway 52, right behind the couple of miles down the road of the Watts house. I don't know. I haven't heard about a Pontiac. Have you guys? Yeah, and right after he says he saw the show, he says she's pregnant as well, right? Oh my God. Yeah. Hi, Nancy. Can someone explain the giggles during the search with the dogs? Yep, I can explain that. That was a doll that just went off. When the dog handler, Jane, goes in, and I think her dog steps on a bag or something, and there was a little doll in it, and that kind of creeped everybody out. I mean, the officer and Jane, they were visibly shaken. I mean, they were saying, oh my God, what was that? But yeah, do you guys want to hear the voicemail Kessinger left for Chris Watts? Where's Meg and Jay? I don't know. Do you want to hear that, guys? I think that is creepy. I uploaded that, I believe, a year or 2 years ago. This was when I wasn't when I was undecided if I want to do a YouTube channel, and I finally did start 2 months ago. Hold on. Where is it? That's not it. Where are all my videos? Yeah, that's pretty creepy. I mean, when I heard that first, I was like, what the heck? That is so creepy. Hold on. I'll also share the audio. Oh, I definitely need another screen. Share. I think that was my first video ever I uploaded, I believe. I can't remember. So that's Sexy Empanada. And that's her giggles. Listen to this, you guys.
Hi. It's me. I miss your face. I was just calling to say hi. Call me back. Bye. Hi. It's me. I miss your face. I was just calling to say hi. Call me back. Bye. Hi. It's me. I miss your face. I was just calling to say hi. Call me back. Bye. Hi. It's me. I miss your face. I was just calling to say hi. Call me back. Bye. Hi. It's me. You guys just call me back when you have a chance. Bye. Hi. It's me. You guys just call me back when you have a chance. Bye.
Oh, I gotta turn that off. Yeah, that was her leaving some voicemails. Thank you so much, Annie. Yeah, no more, please. No. Yeah. Yeah, that was her giggles. But did you guys notice that when she's going from a very childish to gave, oh, now it's working. To NK, they referenced taking breath away. In one card, I think he underlined take my breath away. Do we think this is a coincidence? You mean when he says, oh, can you hear me, guys? Somebody's saying audio is not on. You guys hear me now? Everything okay? I hope my audio is back now. Sounds good. Okay, thank you. I don't know. I mean, if that was referring to the murders, take my breath away, I don't know. I mean, I would say things like, oh, he takes my breath away and he's so beautiful or something like that. So I don't know. Maybe it was a coincidence. I don't know. Yeah, it is odd. There are cards. He gave him one of the written. Yeah, he underlined it. Oh, he underlined it. Yeah. I don't know what went on in his freaking head, honestly. I still think that, there's more behind this than him killing his family for just to be with her. It kind of makes no sense to me. I don't know. I've never killed my family, so I don't know what went on in his friggin' head. But exactly, Gail. She is like Bride of Chucky. I never heard an adult laugh like that. Yeah, this is something I would do with my kids, just being silly and stuff. But who knows what they did in private, Maybe that was their talk. No clue. When she's getting annoyed, her voice drops several. Yeah, that's true, Sheilak. Yeah, I noticed that as well. she's first all flirty and stuff. She does the same with Kobach. She's like, oh, I'm so tired. To get pity of them or something. And then she's pretty in her dark voice. Woo, woo, woo. I can't even mimic how she is talking. I mean, yeah. CW could have moved his truck forward from the position it was parked when Shannon came home to allow the red car to drive out. Have you considered this? No, I have not considered this. Brad Doss. But then the question I ask myself is, why would he? And why haven't we seen the red car parking there? And also with the pipes underneath and stuff. I just don't think it's a possibility. So he would picture that, they would park, he or she or they would park a red car on the gravel, right? And to do so and to get out of the crime scene, CW has to move his truck a little bit further towards his driveway, right? Does that make sense? It doesn't to me. Maybe NK was not her real name. Oh, it was, but if you look her up now, she's completely, totally erased from her family. NK probably slept with all her friends' hubbies too. Her friends probably scared of her. Possibly. And you know what? There's also an email in the discovery of a woman, and she is sending out an email to Baumhofer, I believe that was, and it was totally, completely ignored. I just found that by mistake. And it said something along those lines. I know her kinda, and she did that with my husband, and my husband is working for this and that company, and that's his name and stuff like that. So yeah, something along those lines. So there was something going on with her doing stuff like that before. And I believe that lady's husband also worked for, I don't know if it was Anadarko, but also for an oil company. Yeah, I try to pull that up. I have it saved somewhere in all my screenshots, and I definitely gonna show it to you guys, because that was in all the emails when you scroll through, and I believe it was when all the media requests came for more information and stuff, and it was right at the end of of those emails received, and it never got any attention. So I found that quite interesting. The red car doesn't have to have been parked there when Shanann arrived home. I'm not talking about when Shanann had arrived home, but we have full view up to Betty's property. So, and we have full view of the gravel from Nate's footage. So we would have definitely seen if there was a red car parked there, in my opinion. I think NK worked in oil fields by you. Yes, she did work in oil fields, because she's saying to Coda, oh, finally she had her dream job, it was so rough out in the fields. So, and this is actually, but that's just my opinion, this is actually where I believe they met, right? She must have seen him somewhere, maybe out on the field or something, maybe in 2017, maybe it was some kind of work related party or something, or out in the fields, I don't know, but I believe this is where she met him. And I don't know if they actually talked or knew each other before that. I don't think so, because we all have seen her very first emails, but I think she was kind of laying eyes on him, right? Yeah, I believe her charms worked on Kobach and he left the case. Yeah. I don't know if it's on him to leave a case or not. Yeah. What do you mean, Sugar Beet? That email? You heard about that email? No, I know what you mean. Jenny loves Jay. I know what you meant. Did I say something different? I don't know. If I did, I apologize. Yeah, there was a red car in the Discovery. There were more than one red cars, I believe. And Dave sent me also something interesting about this. But it's always you get snippets and you get screenshots and you read stuff in the Discovery. But the main thing is to make a connection, and up until you have that connection, you got to do a load of research and, investigating. And this is what, of course, I could present you with all the screenshots and this and that, but I want to, for myself as well, make a connection to something, Maybe I, saw things and said, I cannot make a connection, so it's not important, but it probably is important. I don't know. But I'm that type of person. I always have to, look for an explanation, make connections to stuff before I consider it to be relevant, for me, anyways. They knew Betty was going to be leaving. Could very well be, could very well be, because if there was a plan, they probably studied who has cameras, because he was quite sure in his porch interview that there were no cameras in the back. No, there were no cameras in the back. And if somebody had taken them and stuff, I want them back safe. And yeah, bullshitter. Yeah, she was cold. That's true. She barely could say the girls' names, his kids, those little, they were so little. Yeah, that doesn't help, And also, what I was thinking about last night, somebody mentioned that message she had deleted off her phone when he replies to, "Oh, that's ridiculous, they would freak out." This is what he actually texts her when he is watching Nate's footage, right? So I just can't not get this out of my head. But police, actually, they must know what she texted to him, because they have it on his phone as well, don't they? Or did he delete? Because she actually asked him, that's what he said anyways, she asked him to delete everything. And this is what I found odd too. And I'm gonna make a live stream about that, because I'm really interested in this. To find out, did she really say delete it? Why did she say delete it? And if she said delete your stuff, then they must have talked about it. It's not like they were saying, "Oh, I'm never gonna call you again. Call me only when your family is back," and blah blah blah. There must be something, that nobody would ever think them two are connected, but they failed, obviously, right? The unicorn one is quite curious. Yeah, so true. Yeah, CW sent this code. Google it and click images right next to the big picture. Pig is a song called The Disaster. It's a YouTuber, but the lyrics says it all. Huh? Am I gonna be on the FBI list if I put that in Google, Catherine? I'm gonna try that out right now. Hold on. In Google, right? In Google. And then I'll show you guys what I come up with. 111 minus, what is it? can't read it. 2017 minus 08 minus 05 minus 44. Is it minus 12? I can't read that on that little screen. Minus 44,12. Okay. And then go to pictures. And then what on the click images right next to the is a son called the Disaster Airy. It is a YouTuber. The Disaster Area. Oh. Let's see what this is. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. Commercial came up. The Disaster Area. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put the link. If you guys are interested in this, I'm gonna put the link into the chat and everybody can look them up themselves. Esparza family had a red car registered to them. Garcia and Kay grandma also did. Yeah, but didn't her grandma die like years and years ago? Dave? Debbie, I put the link if you I put the link right 1, 2, 3, 4 comments below yours. Just click on it. Yes, car was still in her name. Okay. Maybe she had the red car of her grandma then? She inherited it or something? I don't know. Hey, guys, everything is possible. TJ, do you believe that is CW walking out? I haven't made up my mind yet. I honestly have not. I think it's him, but I would have to compare, like, pants, and they all say, the jeans this person is wearing is quite tight, but I don't think so at all. I think it's quite baggy, to be honest with you. I have seen the ponytail. Have you? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just taking always the easy way out. I try to find the, easiest explanation, but I gotta look into this. Do you think CW thought about getting rid of his family before NK? No, I don't think so. I think he had it pretty good. Of course they went through trouble and stuff, but I think overall that he liked his life up until probably all the money trouble and stuff like that. But I did a live stream about their financial stuff, and they were doing pretty good up until, Shannon got into this Thrive stuff. But they combined, I think they had $150,000 salary a year. So that's not too bad, in my opinion. And then it dropped like half, and the year after another 50% and stuff. Check this video out, it's quite interesting. Weren't all these letters and codes made up? Yep. Yeah, it was made up. And me and Danny back then did a whole life about clues that were given. If there wasn't any other good information on this live stream, I would just delete it, because I feel embarrassed that I even you know, put any thoughts and stuff into this and all the hard work. We were trying to find out what could this mean and that mean, and, getting in some small arguments with other people about this. But yeah, if I could go back, I wouldn't do it. I would just delete that video. But it has good information on the shadows on there as well. So yeah. I might be doing a new shadow video, because that shadow video that I made, that was when my computer was really broken. And yeah, it's like a blender's in the background going off. So I might be doing a new shadow video so I can finally delete that one where all the clue stuff is on. Don't be embarrassed. The only stupid question is the one you don't ask. That's also true. TJ is a lady who had bad grammar and apologized in another email. What do you mean? Bad grammar and apologized? What do you mean, Lily? What do you mean? If it's that email, I found the lady, she was from the Amish community. I don't know. I can't remember if she had bad grammar. I have bad grammar. So I don't know. I don't know if that's the one. Do you want to come up on the panel and you can read it for us? I don't know if she was from an Amish community. Do you mean that witness with the white SUV sighting, or do you mean that woman who called in about her husband cheating on her with NK? We both know the shadows are not possible. Yeah. Well, that's my personal opinion. Everybody, can feel different. But I'm gonna be definitely doing another video on the shadows, just like I did that one with the red car. And I'll be showing you guys. I was asked what my next live stream is gonna be, and I was receiving a suggestion on the crime scene as itself when his defense attorneys were in the house. But I think I'm gonna be doing a shadow one first, just to get this out of the way. All fabricated. Yeah, now we know. But, back then we didn't. We thought, oh, this must be true. We honestly did think that he said that, and he was in contact with people and giving some clues and stuff. We honestly thought that was true. And everything made so much sense. But if you think about it afterwards, and there was a person just coming up, making up shit like that, I mean, what's going on in people's heads? I wouldn't say that is smart, but somehow it is smart to come up with stuff like that. But yeah, it's just crazy. And then to hear, oh, that's not true. And Danny and I think we worked on this for 2 weeks, finding out stuff. I haven't even slept a minute or something, always on the internet researching. And so was she. But then, yeah, it's a slap in the face then, Yeah, the code is curious. Yeah. Everything was people's theories and Cale's book in the script. Yeah, I have heard about that script, but honestly, I'm not even interested in this kind of drama. I don't lie to people. I always try to give you guys the facts. no lies. I show you everything. I have nothing to hide. I did not do any, just be honest, man. Just be yourself and be honest. I mean, why would you make up stuff, just for views or subscribers? Why? It makes absolutely no sense. If people like you, they like you because you're you and not because you pretend to be somebody you're not. You know, and I can only talk, from my heart and from me personally. There's two things I hate the most in this world, and that's liars and people who are coming too late to an appointment. And that's the only two things that I can't stand it. I can't stand if somebody comes too late. I mean, of course, if there's something, going on, or the bus is late, or, they're in traffic, no problem. But if somebody comes to an appointment like with their hands in their pockets and, oh, I don't care about anything, and I just can't stand it. I really can't. And if somebody's lying to me, then, the truth hurts. It sometimes does hurt, but I rather be told the truth and people tell me, Tanya, you're a complete asshole and I hate you. But that's, then it's actually the truth and not a lie. I don't like that when people come up to me all slimy and, oh, you're so nice and you're so this and you're so that, and backstab me. I just can't stand this. And I keep away. I keep away from people like that. I really do. And that's why I'm not indulging in any drama, because at the end of the day, you got to keep one thing in mind, people. If they do that, what they do to other people, they might as well do it to you. Okay? So, yeah, trust only a few people. And if you see how they behave towards others, this is what they're gonna do to you someday. Right? But we're getting into stuff that makes no sense, but I just wanted to tell you guys. So you can tell me everything. Just don't be rude. I don't like rude people either. You can tell me honestly if you don't like this or that or whatever. But just don't, just don't attack anyone. I cannot participate in arguments. I'm not a good person to argue with, because then I say, all right, just leave me in peace and I agree with you and just leave me alone. Leopards don't change their spots, right? I think everything was fake. Where was that? No, the letters to Cadel weren't fake, but she actually, if you compare her first book, if you even get it anymore, because it was taken off the shelves and taken off Amazon and it's not allowed to sell it or anything. But actually, I happen to have a brand new one because I ordered it twice by mistake. See, that's my brain. It's like a sieve. And I actually have a brand new one, all packaged, never opened, of Cadel's first book. So I might do a little lottery. Yeah, it's on PDF. I saw them selling it on like eBay and stuff for hundreds and hundreds. I don't know why. Anyways, Taylor, if you compare her first book to her second book, where she actually puts the letters in, then you see that some stuff is added and it's not quite what he said in his letters to her. But maybe she thought, nobody is reading that book anymore anyway because it's not available. So I don't know. I had my argument with her once because, I'm that type of person. If I see something ain't right, and I think somebody's doing wrong, I gotta tell this person. So I did, and we actually had a nice, good talk. And yeah, I don't agree with her, running things, or doing things, but as a person, I don't know her. I just can tell you guys that she is a nice lady, actually. And she also is sucked into drama and stuff like that, and surrounding herself with the wrong people. And, yeah, that's all I can say. But she added quite a bit. But everybody does, don't they? TJ, what would you do or say if the R's came to you when your channel goes even bigger and ask you to stop talking about the case for good? Why would I? I'm allowed. I'm not bashing anyone. I'm not talking bad about anyone. I'm talking about the facts that were made public and are provided to us. And if I have questions, I can ask those questions. And as long as I'm not, fabricate stuff, make stuff up, bash somebody, why not? Why not talk about that case? We're allowed to ask questions and we're allowed to talk about cases, right? So, of course, I feel for the family. I feel for both families. I'm not taking any sides because, in my opinion, they're both victims, right? Of course, the Rusek family even more because they lost their daughter. But, I don't even want to say anything about this because there's some stuff going on. I noticed with some other creators, and, it's their stuff. I mean, I'm not mixing into this, and they must do what they have to do, and these creators must do what they have to do. I'm not getting into this, but I can only talk for myself, and I would not stop talking about this, but because why? It makes absolutely no sense. I think what they're after is if somebody's lying, making stuff up, or using it for financial gain, maybe. I mean, it's nothing wrong about, doing YouTube and get money for it. Loads of creators put a shitload of work into their channels, right? So it's nothing wrong with earning money on YouTube. What's wrong is to put out fakery and stuff that never happened, right? To pretend you have information firsthand and you actually don't have, and then make money, because this is a betrayal to your subscribers. But that's my opinion. Everybody can do whatever they want. But I think I answered your question here. Right. While living in the basement with Shannon doing her nursing degree, who was the lady that seemed to pop up every new job that CW, was this another lover? When she did that nursing school, wasn't she already moving or in the process of moving to Colorado? She was living in that basement of that lady she was babysitting for, wasn't she? I think that was her role model. When I went through their financial stuff, and I had a little timeline wrote down for myself, I noticed that whatever this lady did, Shanann tried to be just like her. She had a nice house in a nice area. Shanann worked her ass off to get a nice house in a nice area back in North Carolina. Then she went on babysitting for that lady, and then she saw, she was moving to Colorado, and then Shanann visited her, and she also wanted to go to Colorado. And then this lady was a nurse or was in training to become a nurse, And then Shannon wanted to do that as well. So I think she was kind of a role model for Shannon, in my opinion. Yeah, but I heard that they don't speak or haven't spoken in quite some time, and nobody knows why. They had an argument or something. Or do I mix that up with somebody else? I don't want to say anything wrong. Yeah, Shannon went to nursing school to become a registered nurse for children, I think. This is when she worked in that hospital as well, in that children's hospital. Before she got, sorry, I had to drink something. Before she got into that MLM stuff, like Thrive and all that. What's your name anyway? Tree of a Wind? Tree of a Wind? It's so small I can't even read it. Yeah. In a space that small? Oh, yeah, Dave and I will be doing a live stream on that. And I have also good information from Dave G. We just gotta talk about it a little bit more in depth. Bossy Pants. Does anyone know why SW stopped taking classes? I don't know. Maybe other people in chat know. What I think could have happened is she went into that Thrive stuff. No, this is the only reason or maybe they were making enough money. I'm right about her friend. Okay. Yeah, but I'm not sure if that was her who got in an argument with her years ago and that's why they stopped talking. But as soon as she went into that Thrive stuff, we never heard anything about her continuing with her nursing school. Once he got in shape, he thought he was sexy and wanted to cheat. Yeah, and then I also asked the question numerous times, why would she go away for 6 weeks alone? They never did that. They've never been apart for so long. So why would she do that? What was the reason? And some people say the reason was because she, was pregnant and wouldn't have been able to fly further down her pregnancy and stuff. But I don't buy that, because when she was pregnant with Bella or Cece, she didn't go for 6 weeks to see her parents and stuff. I mean, why would she do it now? So this is also a thing I want to dig into, why she would go for 5 or 6 weeks, right? 2 months is a stretch. Yeah. Everybody, to their own. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't do it simply because I have children, but I wouldn't go alone. But she had her children with her, so yeah. But leaving him for 5 or 6 weeks, God, I would be scared when I get home that my house is still standing. Honestly, nah, he's a good boy. But yeah, organizing a new life, in my opinion. Yeah, this is also a thing, I'm not trying to be horrible or something, but where's the money? Where is that money? And I mentioned that also when I did that live stream on their financials. Where is where is that money? Because they did not pay the mortgage and they did not pay the HOA fees. So where's that 10 grand? And wasn't it taken out of the 401k before she left for North Carolina in March or something? Do you guys know when it was taken out? I don't need the exact date, but wasn't it taken out in March or April? April? It went to the wrong address, right? And they are not, sending out a letter saying, hey, girl, there must be something wrong because we haven't received the fees for 6 months. So better check your account in case it went to a different address, So, nah, I don't buy that either. I don't buy that either. Didn't NK have a business and use 10K for it? That, what was it called? Satya Consulting or something? I don't know if she used 10K for it, but she always says, I have such a good credit score. I don't need any money. I'm good. I'm doing fine. And then a minute later, I have to sell my car. How am I going to do this? She's so full of it. But she intended to pay the money would still be in her account. Exactly, bossy pants. Exactly. So where is the money? Money, 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 money. Do you really think she was trying to escape? She was dashing for the escape. Do you think she wanted to leave him? I think that money is going towards her past. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Possible. Definitely possible without being mean. But this is where Dave and I want to do some work together to dig into that, to where the money might have gone and stuff. I mean, they had 1,500 or something on their account, and the car insurance was due, the mortgage was due on that Monday, the kids' school fees were due, so they would be in the minus big time, right? So why didn't anyone notice right away that if the latch was hooked on front door and SW car was in garage, back doors locked, that she could not have been on a play date? Were they really that blind? I guess that's why they actually called the police, didn't they? No disrespect to Shannon at all. Of course she was intelligent. She did a lot, hustling stuff, just trying to survive. But I still want to know where the money is. I can ask questions. SW was amazing, but she could have gotten into serious money trouble. Well, they've been in money trouble before, right? So she done a lot of things in her life, she achieved a lot of things, a lot of good things in her life. But to be perfectly honest with you guys, she couldn't handle money. And that was her main problem. They just wanted, and I'm not even saying it was her alone. He can play dumb all he wants. But, somebody must have noticed, or he must have said, she always told him, you cannot park there, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, because then we don't have money. And if I was her husband, I would have said, you know what, where's all that money gone? Why don't we have any money? If it's true that he had no access to the accounts, right? So why wouldn't he start ask questions? 20,000 worth of Thrive. Yeah, I heard that too. So he does not have one legal stand he can possibly take. Maybe he should get charges against others brought up, but there is nothing that can ever change for Chris. He can file for appeal or 35C. He can file for a 35C, but he has no chance if he wants to say, oh, my counsel was not effective. No, sorry, that's over. Because the judge asked him loud and clear, are you satisfied with your counsel? Do you know and do you understand what's going to happen? Yes, sir. So he waived it. He can only file for a appeal or file a 35C if there is new evidence, and that means him spilling the beans and not saying, I can't remember, I feel like in my heart I did it, I don't know what we've been talking about and all that stuff. Yeah, if he he won't come out for a lot. Let's say he didn't kill them, yeah? Even then, he knew, right? So tampering with a body is, I don't know how much that is gonna be in Colorado. I think it's 15 years. So you have right there 30, 40, 45 years, right? He won't get out. But why not spill the beans? Why not? This is the big question I have. Yeah, be respectful. Her kids were supposedly sick twice a month, every single Christmas. Short hair and Bella was a punishment. Why would you say that? I think I saw in one of Shanann's videos that they all had the hair problem was running in their family, and it just doesn't grow. Their hair doesn't grow or something. She mentioned that. I don't think there was any bad intent to punish Bella of some sort. I have worked out a way to help get out of debt, but Chris isn't going to like it one bit. I have worked out a way to help get out of debt, but Chris isn't going to like it one bit. When did she say that? I think I read something about Chris doesn't like it one bit, but I can't remember if it was about money. I can't remember. When did she say that? I honestly can't remember. She had to sell thousands of dollars a month of Thrive to be top seller. Yeah, she did pretty well. Not evidence that Chris withheld, right? So what could happen is this. He gets a lawyer, he files for a 35C, it goes refers back to the judge who sentenced him, right? The judge checks, is that okay? If he does a 35C, if the judge grants it, then it's all good. It comes to a trial. If the judge doesn't grant it, Chris still has the right to appeal to the Supreme Court about that county little judge's decision, right? Okay, so let's say it's 35C is granted and it comes to appeal. If he spills the beans, let's say on Accomplices or something, it wouldn't change the fact that he is behind bars. It would just, his trial and his stuff is over. He would be a witness, and that's about it. A witness in Accomplices trials or in an Accomplices trial. And that's about it, right? If it would come out, he didn't do it and accomplices or others were involved and they did everything and whatever, he would get that sentence taken off of him. But that's it. He still knew. He still concealed a crime. So, yeah. So, and he knows that. I think he's quite intelligent. He knows that, at least he's sitting in there for 45 years or whatever, right? I don't know exactly what his charges were in detail now. I can't remember, so long ago. But yeah, let's say at least 45 years. How old is he? Let's say 35 or something. Then he will be 80, right? So what does he have to lose? Nothing. And that's why he's keeping quiet, in my opinion, of course. They have that family to move in with them. Yeah, that was, he sent him a message, right? Saying, are you cool with us moving into your basement? And I believe I read that they wanted $1,000 of that family a month to move into their basement, but I cannot confirm if that is true. So yeah, tumbling headfirst down the stairs, their phone, and starts filming. Well, we're not talking about parenting, you know. Right. I don't want this to be a Shanann bashing live stream or something. To be quite honest with you, I don't care um, that she filmed stuff, or, this woman is gone and so are her babies. It won't bring her back just because we're talking about what she did wrong in her life, right? Some people film their children if they fall on their nose or whatever, and some people find that quite horrible, right? I would be that person that well, if my kid falls on their nose, I would lay down next to them and start crying, but that's me, you know? Everybody is doing it different. I don't think there was any bad intent in what she did. You guys gotta keep in mind, she lived, and that was her job for social media. She needed that attention to do her job, right? Sometimes if my boy or my girl, they hit their head or something, and it was funny to look at, I try not to laugh, but you all know that situation, don't you? Everybody who is a mom or a dad or have grandkids or whatever, right? So yeah. NA benefits the most from MLM financials. I don't know her financial details. Victimology and bashing. People need to learn the difference. Right, but what you're saying, if you wouldn't do, or you wouldn't film your children if they, come down the stairs or whatever, but other people would. So it's not it's not an opinion, it's just how people handle situations differently, right? She thought that was funny and that was okay. I personally, she also took pictures of, her Bella and Cece having blankets over their heads. I never let my kid sleep with a blanket when they were that little. Ever. Ever, ever. Right? But am I judging her for doing so? No. Because she obviously knew what she was doing. She was working in a children's hospital, you know. Hi, Karen. Yes, watch the replay. We're talking for like 1.5 hours now. Shannon buying stock would not count as sales. She would have to submit sales. Right. yeah, I don't know if that, I thought if they buy a lot for themselves, that counts as a sale and they get free stuff or something. I have no clue how that MLM works, but this is what I heard. But I did not know that it doesn't count as a sale. We look into the crime facts, not how to judge them. Right. I mean, to be honest, some behavior of people, I'm not talking specifically about the Watts case now, but the attitude and behavior of people sometimes is causing their death, right? And I'm not talking about the Watts case, I'm talking in general. So if you have somebody, for example, you have a boyfriend or whatever, and you see, or you catch him hitting your child, right? And then you just grab, with your temper, you grab a knife off the kitchen counter and you stab him. Some people just react differently to actions, action, reaction. It's always like that. And some people would go in and say, hey, what are you doing? Are you crazy? And probably slap him in the face or her. And other people would completely be, click in their head and they just attack you. That's, if you behave a certain way, you get a reaction from the people who you're surrounding, right? But I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, my sister-in-law put tons of stuff in crib with her kids. I don't care, but she is a loving, caring mom, and she didn't think about what could happen. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'm not judging. I'm also not judging Three of a Wind, because she's also, or he is also entitled to raise their opinion, right? But this is just not the topic right now. I don't feel like, I also don't think she or he or you are trying to bash her. It's just a conflict of opinion. Like I said, I would never let my kids sleep with a blanket in their bed when they were that little, and you think it wasn't okay if she filmed her Cece or Bella coming down or falling down the stairs. But that's, always how you look at things. So no hard feelings at all. Honestly, we will never know what really happened after Shannon walked in that door that night. Yeah, probably not, because like I said, what does he have to lose? He's gonna be in jail anyway, and if he was, if there's a theory out there that he probably was threatened, that his family or, somebody he loves is in danger, or they gonna do something to hurt them, then I don't know, me personally, I don't know if I would talk ever. And since he's in there probably anyway until he dies, so there's no reason for him to talk. To what a horrible father. Yeah. I wouldn't say he was a horrible father in the start, but it turned out to be, and even though, like I said, even though if someday comes out or whenever that he might not have done this, he still knew, and that makes him a POS in my eyes, right? So I'm definitely not a fangirl. She didn't get the chance to change as a mother as your kids grow, right? Yeah, that's so true, Amy. Thank you for that. That's true. TJ, what do you know about Alfred law? Nothing? Nothing? The thing is, when I talk to my people in prison, they're everywhere but not in Colorado. So the law is differs so much from state to state. It's unbelievable. So no, I haven't heard about that. But you can send me an email. We can talk about this. The kids adored Shannon, yeah. But they also adored their father, you know? They also adored their father. All I know is I have never dated a guy and drilled them about their financial situation in 3 weeks. Yeah, that's what I noticed too, you know? She was talking constantly about money, NK, you know? Oh, I set up a bank account for him. I do this, pawn the wedding ring, do this, do that, you know, financially. His apartment and how budget your money and stuff, you know? Why was she so money, 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 money? I mean, they themselves declared bankruptcy. You know, it's an open record. Everybody can look it up. So, who is she to tell? For 1K question, yeah, I'm gonna definitely dig into this with together with Seeking the Truth with Dave. But this will be a members only, either on my channel or on his channel. Not sure how he wants to do it. I'm open to everything. But, you know, like I said, I feel like I have some responsibility for you guys. And if it's a hot topic, I don't want, you know, I'm okay. I live in Europe. But for you guys, you know, I just don't want any one of you to get stalked or whatever. I don't know. I mean, we're all adults and stuff, but I always have this kind of feeling that I'm responsible for what is happening and going on my channel, right? And that includes my subscribers and my members. During one of NK's interviews, she slipped and said, "Oh, I pawn stuff all the time. Seems shady or money problems." Right, Maria. Right. I never pawned anything. Not that I never been in money, you know, confronted with money problems. Of course I was. Everybody was, I believe. But I still didn't pawn anything. I wouldn't, back then I wouldn't even have had anything to pawn. What do you want to pawn? You know? Yeah, but I mean, if it's true, you know, I don't know. But that's a very good thought you have, Maria. That's a very good thought. She sounded like she had a grin on her face when she mentioned that bankruptcy, like she enjoyed it. Yeah. What I think happened, you know, if he acted alone, I think she manipulated him to flip. Totally. I mean, she definitely, I mean, it's not a crime directly in the state of Colorado, probably. But yeah. I don't know if you get convicted of a crime if you know, put the thought into someone's head. But maybe she was talking and talking and talking and talking, you know. And then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh God, gotta get rid of them." Who knows? Thank you, superhero. We still don't mention other channels here. No matter if positive or negative. And all defense attorneys have different opinions depending on the state they're working in. But I'll check it out. Thanks for that, anyways. So, what is she pawning? Right, definitely not her wedding ring, or maybe the guy's wedding rings she had affairs with. Who knows? Mm. All right, guys. Nice to talk to you all. I think I'm gonna go hit my mattress. And if you have info, email. Yep. Thank you, Stone Cold. I wouldn't say I have the best channel, but I try. There are way better channels out there, but I just try to stay to the facts and what the discovery and the data gives us. Okay, it's 1 a.m. in the morning, and Catherine, I send you the stuff we were talking about earlier, right after the stream, just so you know. Thank you everyone for being here and listening to me. I always enjoy talking to you guys. Even though my presentations, they last about 10 minutes and then we talk and talk and talk, but I quite enjoy that. So thank you all for joining. Thank you all for being polite. Thanks to my moderators for keeping up the chat and keeping it respectful. And yeah, like I said, I probably do my next live stream a remake of my first one regarding the shadows. So just, I don't want to convince you guys to, take on my opinion. I just want to show you why I personally don't believe there were any shadows. And yeah, that's probably my next live stream. I cannot say if it's either Saturday or Sunday next week. It depends on, I still have to, care for my granddad a little bit. So I don't know when I find the time to prepare everything, but definitely on the weekend. And I'll let you know when I put the link up in the community tab on my channel. So thanks again for everybody listening to my weird stories. Thank you for being so respectful and polite. And I see you guys soon. Have a nice rest of your Sunday and a nice next week. See you soon. Bye bye.